Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is ReapeeRon, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different video. I found this survey thing by accident earlier today, and I actually took it, and I thought that it was very interesting. This is a survey based on gamer motivation profiles. So there's going to be 9 different profiles that you could potentially get. I know I only held up 5 fingers there, but trust me, there's 4 more hidden somewhere else. And this will kind of tell you what games are more for your personality, and this can vary immensely, as well as your personality will likely change throughout time naturally anyway, so your interests may change with that. But I still thought that this would be very interesting to go over and to kind of see what it was about. So I'm going to take the survey and we're going to see what comes out of it. So you can put in whatever gender you'd like first. I'll just select male. How old am I? I am 28 right now. I'm old. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I still feel pretty fine. In a typical week, how many days do you spend at least 30 days playing, or 30 minutes playing a video game? Usually 6 to 7 because I have to get footage for games or I'm streaming. So pretty much every day. Would you consider yourself to be a casual gamer, a core/mid-core gamer, or a hardcore gamer? Let's see, casual, you dabble in games but in short sessions or infrequently. Core, you regularly play them, but not super serious or competitive, and then you are super serious or competitive. I'm not super serious or competitive, so that one. Which of these platforms do you usually play games on? Usually PC, because it's easier to record on there. What are some recent games in the past few years that you enjoyed playing? Well, I guess I'll put up the normal ones. You can also, there's a huge library here of all sorts of things. So you can select many different games to get more of like a complete profile. You can do that afterwards. I'll kind of show that as well. But let's do Killing Floor 2 because we play that one pretty often, and Deep Rock Galactic, and let's see, Dead by Daylight. Been playing a lot of those games real frequently. Let's see, are you playing any games on web, mobile, or tablet? Not really, so I'm just going to skip this one. Let's see, are there other games that you've enjoyed recently playing? Yes, again, past year or so, I'm going to include Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2, let's see, Sekiro, and then like Resident Evil Village, because all those games were quite good. For the next section, how important are the following game elements and activities to you when you play a video game? So then we kind of get more into the personality part, because we've already got most of the way through, well, I guess 16% the way through this, so taking time to practice and master a game. I would say somewhat important. It depends. Maybe very important, because I do like actually being good at games, especially if I'm going to make guides about them, or walkthroughs or anything, so I guess I'd put that. Completing all missions and achievements possible in the game. Somewhat, it depends. Sometimes I like doing that in like the Fallout games or other, big world exploring games, but not in every game. Becoming as powerful as possible in the game? Sure, that's usually pretty important. Let's see, getting every possible trick, trophy, unlock in the game. Nah, I'd say that's slightly important to me. Let's see, having many custom colors, styles, skins, options, it's slightly important. I kind of like doing dress up, but not to the extent that some people do it. Let's see, acquiring powerful weapons and artifacts. Yeah, somewhat, but other times I just like using the cheap stuff, usually, like the meme things. That's usually the most fun. Making an effort to get every collectible in the game. No, not really. I don't usually go out of the way to do that, because that can just take hours and hours, especially if you're playing something like Red Dead that already takes hours and hours to go through the storyline. An elaborate storyline? Somewhat important. It depends. You don't necessarily need an elaborate storyline for it to be good. Pretending that I am someone/somewhere else. I'm going to say slightly important, because it's like, that is kind of fun to do in certain games, but it's not like a necessity. Accumulating large amounts of in-game currency/resources. Usually I just get what I need. Like whatever the amount is that I need to buy whatever extra stuff. And then after that I don't usually care. So somewhat important. Taking on difficult challenges that may take tries to succeed. I can't even speak. Somewhat important. It depends, because sometimes challenges are not worth doing. Sometimes challenges can be very frustrating, especially if you're trying to record it. It's just taking up space on the computer. It's, yeah. Let's see, getting to know all the main characters and their backstories. Yeah, I usually like doing that. Playing the game at the highest difficulty. Usually I do that too. Dominating other players. I mean, that can be kind of fun, especially if you're memeing on people, but other than that, I guess I'll put very important. Discovering offbeat or unconventional ways to play the game. Yeah, that's usually pretty fun. Characters with interesting backstories and personalities. I'm not sure if I'd say extremely important, maybe just very important. Because a lot of the characters in different games I do really like once you understand their stories. Let's see, how much do you enjoy the following game elements and activities? Grouping up with other players? Yeah, I enjoy that quite a bit. That's usually quite fun. Gameplay that requires quick reaction times. I'm usually not bad at that, but it can be a bit stressing, so I'd say enjoy a lot, but not all the time. I don't want every game to be that. Gameplay that requires a lot of thinking or planning. I'm okay at strategy games, but sometimes I overdo it, so I'm going to say somewhat enjoy. Going against other players in duels or matches. Yeah, I do enjoy that. That is pretty fun. Gameplay with lots of blood and gore. There's a lot of horror games on the channel, so yeah, I enjoy that quite a bit. Blowing things up. Blowing things up is always fun. Being an agent of chaos and destruction. That could be quite fun too. Gameplay that is fast-paced and intense. Yeah, I do like that. Sometimes it's a bit too intense, because you start playing like Doom Eternal on the highest difficulty, and it gets a bit crazy. Let's see. Gameplay that requires long-term planning and strategy. Not really. I don't really like thinking about things way ahead, especially if you can't even get past like the first step, so enjoy a little. Helping other players? Yes, I enjoy that quite a bit. That's usually quite fun. Working towards a common goal with other players. Yeah, I enjoy that one a lot too. Sometimes I like doing stuff on my own though. Competing with other players? Yeah, I enjoy that as well. Gameplay that requires careful decision making. Yeah, somewhat. That can be frustrating in certain games when it's like you have permadeath on. And sometimes you just get unlucky and lose, and I don't have the greatest luck. Let's see, gameplay with consistent action and excitement. Yeah, I would enjoy that quite a bit. Being immersed in another world or place. Yeah, that's also fun. Using guns and explosives, that's always fun too. I like that. Taking on the role of another character / person. I kind of see this as like a role play or something, in which case it could be fun, but not something I usually go out of my way to do. Let's see, for the next section, how often do you do the following things when you play games? Alright, put a lot of thought and effort into the character creation process. Not really. Usually I just kind of make them look normal, and that's about it. I don't spend hours and hours trying to come up with like the craziest looking character or something. I know some people really enjoy doing that, which is why you get some like horrific looking people in Dark Souls and things like that. Primarily focused on increasing your levels and stats. Sometimes, it depends. That can be really useful just so that you can do things later on, or that you get just kind of an advantage. Study other players to improve your own gameplay. I pretty much always do that for games that I like playing frequently. I usually look up other like YouTubers and streamers to kind of see and more or less mimic what they're doing, to see how it works out for me, see what works, what doesn't, and how I can improve that for myself. Explore the game world just for the sake of exploring it. Yeah, I sometimes like that. Sometimes it's unnecessary. I guess I'd say often, because like I want to go look through, you know, all of Fallout, all of Elder Scrolls, all of Borderlands, things like that. Try out many different things to test the game or what the world lets you do. Sometimes that can be pretty fun to try to break the game. Experimenting with objects in the world to see what happens. Yeah, again, sometimes. If you can break the game, it's pretty fun. Put considerable time into customizing characters, cities, spaceships. No, not really. Alright, skip and see my profile. What did I get? Let's see, your gamer came up as Skirmisher. Game type motto, jump into the fray of battle. Your primary dominant player type is Skirmisher. Skirmishers want fast-paced team arenas and are accessible and easy to jump into. They are highly spontaneous gamers who dislike games that require thinking and planning. I don't dislike them. It's just I'm not that great at them. So I got Skirmisher, where I've got a 94% in action and social, but a 7% in creativity. Wow, my creativity is just cratering there. I guess it's because I put all my creativity into like the videos and stuff that I make, not necessarily like trying to figure out games and stuff. Let's see, action-oriented, relaxed, social, grounded, and practical. Your profile consists of your percentile rank across a broad range of gaming motivations. Your score are based on how strong your motivations are relative to other gamers. In this customized report, we'll explain how to interpret these scores and what motivations we measured. Okay, so I can actually see secondary motivations too. In which case, oh, okay. So I scored high in excitement and extremely high in destruction. Same with high in competition, but even higher in community, and also fairly high in challenge, but not so much in strategy. Also fairly high in power relative to completion. Very low in terms of design, but okay in terms of discovery, and low in terms of fantasy, but high in terms of story. Don't know what any of those mean, but alright. Funny enough, when I took this quiz earlier, I actually got dual typed. So I must have changed a few answers slightly when I did it just by myself, because it was Skirmisher / Gladiator was what it was considered, which I wasn't aware they would put 2 on there. So we have the Acrobat, the Gardener, the Slayer, the Skirmisher, the Gladiator, the Ninja, the Bounty Hunter, and the Architect, and the Bard. So I guess we can kind of read the things about these. So we got Acrobat, which acrobats are solo gamers who primarily want to take on challenging gameplay and want to practice over and over again until they can take on the most difficult missions and bosses in the game. They enjoy games that are moderately paced, that require some thinking and figure out the game mechanics on your own. What acrobats don't really care about is the world building and window dressing. So in a popular games list, we would see things like Super Metroid, Tetris, and The Binding of Isaac. Okay, so like rogue type games, or roguelike games, or oh, we actually just have some that are right here. So popular games among acrobatics, which is flexing my reflexes, Spelunky, Super Metroid, Tetris, Metroid Prime, The Binding of Isaac, Enter the Gungeon. So a lot of very fast-paced roguelike games then. The Gardener enjoys quiet, relaxing task completion games like Candy Crush, Solitaire, Animal Crossing, The Sims, Super Mario series. Okay, so people who generally enjoy games like Stardew Valley, or probably Minecraft then too, that just want a relaxing game to hang out. Let's see, Slayer, cinematic mayhem with a purpose. So enjoys games like Uncharted, Inside, Tomb Raider series, Detroit Becoming Human, The Walking Dead. So more story-driven action games then. Skirmisher, that's what I got, and that's usually like Rust, Call of Duty, Battlefield, Escape from Tarkov, Valorant, DayZ, Gary's Mod? Okay, Gary's Mod, and Counter-Strike. I guess Gary's Mod could literally be anything, though. Let's see, Gladiator. Gladiator likes Mobile Legends, Dragon Nest, Destiny, Terra, Gears of War, Desert Online, Monster Hunter series. So very long games then, so that you can play for a long amount of time. Ninja, a duel of speed and skill. Like, okay, so this is more like competitive games then, like StarCraft, League of Legends, Dota, CSGO, PUBG. We've got Bounty Hunter, which is high-octane solo world exploration. So Saints Row, Far Cry series, Mass Effect. Pretty much it seems like any large world that you can explore. I guess that kind of makes sense. And then Architect, build your own empire. So yeah, like a lot of like empire building games like Civilization and stuff. That one makes sense. And then we have the Bard, which is like City of Heroes, The Secret World, Final Fantasy, Lord of Time, Animal Crossing, Undertale. Playing a part in a grand story. Oh, okay, so I guess just kind of along for it. So you'd probably also like walking sims and stuff, maybe? I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Destruction and competition would be the top motivating things for me, apparently. Yeah, I could kind of see that. I'm going to leave a link to this down in the description below of this video. I would suggest that you guys take it. Hopefully you guys found this video kind of interesting. I thought it was very interesting that somebody had actually taken the time to do a lot of these studies. This actually isn't just a random test online. This was actually studied over, I think it's like 10,000 or 20,000 people. 20,000 gamers or something like that, and then getting more information like this will help them kind of set up more profiles. There's also a board game motivation profile, which I think should be very interesting too. Maybe I'll do that one at some point, even though I don't play a whole lot of board games, but you never know. Tell me what your, I guess, results were in this test. See if they, kind of make sense to you. Like I said, this doesn't necessarily mean that you only enjoy particular games or that your personality is kind of set to where you're only going to like these type of games. I mean, like myself, I switch around game genres frequently, so maybe this is more spot on with the games that I'm currently playing, but who knows, in a year if I do this thing again, it might have already switched to something else because we were playing something else then. Thanks everybody for watching this. I really do appreciate it. If you guys are new here and you haven't already, be sure that you get subscribed. Special thanks to all of the members of this channel. I really do appreciate that. There will also be a link over here to some sort of video. I'm not sure exactly what the heck is going to pop up with this one, but some sort of video that will take you somewhere else to watch my other stuff. Thanks everybody. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.